Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to TSP TV, and in this episode, Strange Skies 2020. So yeah, last year you may or may not recall, I did have a series of videos called Strange Skies, in which I saw some strange events in the skies, mostly clouds and stuff, but certainly some weird sort of goings on that weren't exactly normal. Now today, after a weekend that was a little bit colder than normal, we did have ourselves a nice summertime condition type day, 71, 72 degrees, very sunshiny, very warm, nice cool breeze, picture perfect to be quite honest with you. But it was drawn to my attention by my roommate Roger that there was a peculiar cloud in the sky, partly because we were having a cup of coffee and a smoke earlier in the day, and I was talking to him about my Project Bluebeam research and the latest video I just put up. But anyway, what transpired throughout the course of the day, I'm not going to say it's must see, oh my goodness, this is Bluebeam in action, this is evidence, 100% proof. Not at all. What I did see today was some particularly kind of strange cloud phenomenon, and I even got myself up on the roof and out on a bike down to the beach to try and get a better look of the sky, because I do live in a neighborhood which has got a little bit of restriction for the sky view due to houses and trees and stuff. So when you get down onto the lakeshore, it does clear up a little bit, and you get a pretty good view of not only the sky but also the skyline of downtown Toronto and the downtown Etobicoke, as well as some pretty snazzy and fancy, relaxing, soothing scenes from Lake Ontario down on the beaches there, as well as a little bit of wildlife and stuff. So it was a very, very fun day in many ways. You know, I kind of enjoyed myself getting some vitamin D, getting some sun tanning, and did or not a story develop in front of my eyes. Well, as I said, I'm not entirely sure what was going on. It might have just been some very, very, very cool and unusual cloud formations, but you'll see for yourself. So I do got a few videos that I did record throughout the course of the day, which will see me up on the roof, overcoming one of my greatest fears, heights. Although there's no pictures or images or anything of me climbing up and down at the ladder, but I did get up on the roof, and then not after that, I did get out on what I'm calling the thrift bike. If you've got a better name for it, let me know. But we did have a little bike ride down to the beachfront, down by the lakeshore of Lake Ontario, to see if we could see any more strange goings on in the sky, because it seemed to be every hour, sort of on the hour, these kind of what looked like smoke signals started to appear. So without any further ado, guys, I will put together now a series of events in chronological order right up until sunset on the beach. Enjoy. Yo, what's up everybody? So well, let me show you, doing a little bit of grounding, got my bare foot on the ground, getting some actual night vitamin D. But this peculiar cloud has been like shifting. It was a big blob earlier. I do got a picture of the blob I will put in this video at some time, but it's breaking up right in front of us now. It's kind of forming into two blobs. Once it was one big circle. It was kind of glowing almost. I don't know if it was like glowing because it was like a projection or something, but most likely the reflection off the cloud. But also we've got a few clouds over here in the sky. It is a sort of blue, nice, warm spring-like day after the weekend. It brought us back to sort of early spring where it was a little bit cold and there was a little chill in the air. But there's another one of these kind of little blob clouds as well. And some of you may notice from last year, I don't know if there's a chemtrail there, there's a little bit of something going on. But last year we had some videos where I had some strange clouds over Toronto. And here we are the following summer, and already some strange looking clouds. And another thing of interest is if you come down here, the hospital is in the distance. You can see the H maybe in between the alleyway, and the smokestack is going, which isn't the heat, guys. That isn't the heat. It's summertime, so they don't got their furnaces and stuff burning. That is the incinerator. And what are they incinerating at the hospital? I couldn't tell you, but that's something you don't see very often. You don't see the smoke, certainly not in the summertime. But look, you can kind of see over here. I mean, this isn't the best of views at all, but that cloud is already broken into two. Look, can you see that? Since we've been looking, it's actually broken into three. And there's another little blob. There was like a series of them, 1, 2, 3. Now that one's breaking into another one. And if you can cut, like the house is in the way. If I could get up on the roof, that'd be awesome. But you can kind of see, it's almost like smoke signals coming up from behind the house there, right? So they're like boom, 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 and boom. You know, like I say, there's this sort of the houses. Let me come across the street a little bit. Maybe you can get a better view of them. See? Yeah, that's a much better view. Coming right across the street here. And you can kind of see they're coming up from behind there. Very interesting. And sort of, if you can sort of see, if you go further down, it's like a trail of them all the way. That's east, that direction, right, guys? So as we come around, I'm looking south, and these clouds are coming up from the southwest over there. So again, look at that, look at that, look at that. It's like a trail of them. But anyway, guys, all of a sudden my little part of the neighbourhood's got very, very busy. But as you can see, guys, some interesting looking clouds. Is there something sinister at foot? Is this I don't know, some kind of weather projection, modification, technology in action, or is it a natural phenomenon? You tell me if you've got better knowledge. But sorry, I just put my thumb over. Even that cloud, look, has a little bit of a strange old shape. But clouds are a little bit interesting to look at anyway. You know, pretty blue skies. You know, again, I don't know if you can see up there. There looks like a little blob in sort of a chemtrail. And interesting. Anyway, guys, the sun is kind of falling behind that cloud, so thanks for watching. TSP TV, brought to you part of the Shit Video production group. See you in the next one. Till then, keep it thrifty and be excellent to each other. Alrighty, guys, it's about an hour ago. There were some very peculiar clouds coming from a certain direction. I've actually got a video of that, and this is going to be a little bit of an ongoing daily occurrence, perhaps, well, not maybe after today, but today, 1st of June 2020, blue skies pretty much. There are a few clouds around, but they seem to be coming from a particular direction. We've got some over there, and kind of, I don't know if you can see behind the tree, and they're kind of sort of going in a direction that way. And the same thing here, we've got one there, and a couple of little ones. Look at that funky looking thing. You can see as well, like, so I'm trying to get as better view as I can, but they're coming from the same direction, it looks, and they're kind of just like hovering. And again, the area's got a little bit of family with a baby. There's babies and families everywhere. As I said, I come out to start recording and there wasn't anybody around, and all of a sudden there's people. So you can see the current bun, the sun up there. A bit of Cockney rhyming slang, but look at that cloud. And as I said, they kind of come in primarily from the southwest direction, all over there. And there's, I mean, it was a little bit cooler, there's some rain and stuff, so there was a little bit of moisture over the weekend, but it is a picture perfect blue day. And that was a blob, and that was a little bit similar. Like I sat out there, and there's my little chair that I was sat out on, my tanning mat, which is a space blanket. But there you go, guys. It seems like, you know, we were sort of joking, it was a smoke signal with my buddy Roger, my roommate. But from the same direction, it seems like these clouds are forming. And again, if you kind of come over here, there's like from behind that tree, they come up, and they're forming a little bit of a trail. But there's no other clouds anywhere else in the sky, only them just coming from like that direction and that direction. Although if you kind of move around over here, there's a couple. Almost makes me wish I could get up on the roof, and I might even see if I can do that. We do got a big ladder. Look how peculiar they are. And let's see if we can go back across the road. I know so many people are watching, but as you can see, there it is, the beautiful sunny sky there, mostly blue skies, except for these odd clouds. There are people out and about that are kind of doing a little bit of gardening. People are out for a stroll. As I said, it's been a little bit of a cool weekend. Look, guys, they weren't there a second ago, were they? Or were they? Oh, they just changed shape. Let's try and come down here a little bit. Well, that's a welcome little bit of shade. I am walking around the neighbourhood half naked and barefoot right now. But look at those clouds. That's what I'm saying, we probably need to get up on the roof. And that big one there, and I don't know if you can see in the distance, right behind that cloud, it's very, very faint, but kind of looks like some kind of chemtrail. What is going on? What is going on? Look at those clouds. It's beautiful sun through the trees. Everything is in full bloom. It's a beautiful day, and that's what I'm saying. I'm out getting my natural vitamin D from the sun. I'm connecting with nature by walking around barefoot, breathing all that fresh oxygen that these fresh leaves that have just come to life are emitting into the air. And there's a nice little gentle breeze. The feel of the sun on the skin is particularly interesting. I'm not sure or not if I could get up on the roof, if I would be able to go live. That's all permitting if I get permission, because maybe we might do a little bit of cloud watching live. But there's a lot of weirdness going on with these clouds in the sky today. They seem to sort of be coming from similar directions, like northwest and southwest. And the breeze, I don't know if you can see the leaves, is kind of growing from the southeast. So these kind of clouds are being puffed up, it seems, from the southwest corner over there. Let's come back across the street. Ouch, I just stood on a rock. Not gonna lie. And again, look at those weird kind of shapes. Let me try and zoom in a little bit. Is that any better? Oh, now the wind's blowing from the southwest. It's changed directions, but those ones are kind of like dispersed. There was the one that was just a big blob, earlier. Let me kind of zoom out just a little bit and see how big that's got. But these weird ones over there, they're the ones that are particularly interesting. It looks like there's another one sort of popping up in the sky behind them. It's very, very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Like you can say, look, there's nothing to be seen at all there. So is this a little story I'm developing? Is this a natural phenomenon? I don't know. If anything, it is just a pretty cloudy sky to look at. Maybe you want to smoke some 420 and enjoy looking at some fluffy clouds. Feel free. That one almost looks a little bit like the Starship Enterprise. It's got like the dome at the front, and in the back you can kind of see it's like the engines. Let's try and avoid stepping on the rock again. I don't think I'm bleeding, but I think I got a piercing in the foot. At least a level of skin got punctured. A beautiful, beautiful day here in Toronto. Otherwise, I'm not saying the clouds are really denting anything. They ain't covered the sun at all, but you can't see them now. You have to go across the street. So I'm going to sign you off now. And if any more weird clouds develop, I will record them. So I'm not going to do an outro on this one because I've got a feeling we might be seeing some more clouds in about an hour. Take it easy, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? This is a view you've never seen before, and if the camera's shaking, that's because I'm absolutely terrified. I'm going to just show you what I walked up from. I don't know if you can see over the side. That ladder. I'm up on the roof. Tea on the roof. That would have been a good title. Maybe it will be a title. But anyway, guys, I come up on the roof, and I'm trying to smoke a spliff, but I'm terrified of heights. And that took me about 20 minutes to climb up that ladder, with Roger urging me and encouraging me from the bottom, saying, keep going, you can do it. But anyway, let's have a little look around. There is the hospital in the distance, and as you can see, some of those fluffy clouds. Over there you can see a little bit of what looks to be a chemtrail and some more of the clouds. And why I got up here is because, as I said, even if it's just to look at these beautiful white fluffy clouds on this beautiful summer day, but you can see there, look, that's kind of where they're originating from. So this is where we've got a rooftop vantage point, and even though I'm stood on the roof, I'm still absolutely petrified. The things I do to bring you people interesting and different content, but you kind of see that they're kind of originating from down behind those trees there where we're looking, and kind of progressing and getting bigger in sort of one direction. Can you see? And then the same thing with these clouds. And again, sorry about the shaking, I'm absolutely flapping my pupper right now, stood up on top of this building. Now you can see in the distance the good God, I just realised how bad I am shaking, but that is the skyline of Etobicoke, and now you can see a little bit of the green belt over there, some green trees. The lake is just behind the hospital there. So this is the rooftop view of my neighbourhood, but as I said, I just want to kind of come up here just to have a little looky look at these clouds. And a little while ago there was like a smoke, when I started to try and get on the roof, there was like a smoke signal coming up, and those smoke signals are kind of like broken up into different directions. So let me sit down. I feel a little bit more comfortable not seeing how high I am. You know, I'm actually getting high on the rooftop. I've got to get down yet. But I did try and get up here for 420, and that was going to be, like, you know, tea on the roof, 420, something like that. But these clouds have been very interesting and almost on a daily occurrence. Let me kind of move down a little bit. So I am up quite high, and also getting the bird up there. We can hear the nature, you can see the green trees, and I said, tea on the roof had quite a ring to it, I thought. But this is looking like it's going to be a reboot of Strange Skies 2020. Last year I did put a playlist up. I've probably already mentioned in this video, because I would be doing a little bit of editing to put these 3 videos that you are watching now together into one, and it will be titled some kind of Strange Skies Tea on the Roof type deal. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking out loud while I'm recording to try and distract me that I am on the roof. But it is a nice, wonderful view up here, and as you can see, a little bit of the high rises there, and wonder if or not we'll catch some. I'm going to try and put the camera down and just kind of point it up at the sky. Sorry about that. I don't know why this little tripod's being all wobbly right now, but that's what I wanted to do, is get some aerial footage. You get a better vantage point than on the street level, because some of these buildings do kind of cover the point of origin of these clouds. I'm just going to wonder if we see any more, because it seems to be sort of every hour on the hour, from kind of, I don't know if you can see the area that we're looking at there, they kind of sort of puff up in like balls, and then when they get to a certain height they start making different shapes. And it was actually Roger that drew my attention to it. He's like, whoa, look at that weird cloud. My roommate, Roger is my roommate, in case some of you are wondering about that. More of my regular viewers will know who Roger is, but he's my roommate, and he kind of drew my attention to it. And reason being because he kind of heard me putting together my Project Bluebeam video, and we've also had a couple of chats about the possibility of, are they getting ready to stage a holographic alien invasion. And less than 24 hours after I put that video up, all of a sudden I started seeing these kind of, I'm not going to say they were projected, but what seemed to be like directed clouds, and they all were kind of like the same shape until they got to a certain altitude, and then they kind of broke up. So it looks like there's a bit more cloud activity going on over here. And there you can see right in the middle is a trail, a big old trail, chemtrail in the middle of it. So it's fun up here on the roof, I'm not going to lie. I wish I could live up here through the summer with the raccoons. And I was going to try and climb up there, but there ain't no way in the fucking world that's happening. You can see there's a house over there, it's got a little rooftop garden. But that is a shame, because when I did start to descend, I mean, I don't know if you can see how high up we are. It really is making me quite frightened, and wobbly heights put me out of the game every time, anytime, all day, every day. You know, I already feel the need to sit back down. Just standing up on this roof is making me unnervy. But I did want to get some good footage of this sky, because they are beautiful clouds, even if it is no kind of strange phenomenon. Maybe sometimes, you know, when you spend a little bit too long down the rabbit hole, and maybe you've overdosed a little too much on the red pills, you try and see conspiracy everywhere. But the cloud formations, you know, you've seen for yourself, they look a little bit strange, maybe not at the moment. And I just sort of sit up here until I finish my spliff, I guess. And there ain't no way in the world I'm filming you, although I should have dropped, I don't even trust that because I've only got one phone at the minute. But if I'd have dropped the phone down on Roger, he could have filmed me coming down the ladder for some kind of comical blooper at the end, and who knows, I may even fall off and break a leg. That'd be some wonderful fucking footage. Man falls off ladder filming clouds. Actually, there's a Simpsons, Grandpa Simpson, he got his claim to fame, or one of his claim to fame, was he was in the local paper for yelling at clouds. Maybe, damn you stupid cloud! There you go. I've just pulled a Grandpa Simpson life goal right there. I'm shouting, angry man shouts at cloud on a rooftop. That almost could be a title for a video right there. True, shout it some more. You damn stupid cloud! What part? Stay the fuck home, don't you understand? And you know, you see what I mean? Look at those. They kind of are the same shape almost. Not the one above, but the two sort of there. Look, and sort of there, and there, and there. See what I'm saying, guys? They all kind of similar. Oh my god, it's making me so fucking wobbly. I can't stand it. I can't even begin to tell you. I want to piss, shit and puke all at the same time. I really am absolutely terrified. I don't know if you can see, there's a couple of little fluffy ones there. Both of those are of a similar shape. And it doesn't look as though we've got a few more forming. So if you can kind of see in the center, and again you can see how wobbly I am, and I'm holding this with both hands and I'm absolutely petrified. And you can see I'm quite away. There's like, you know, a long way to go before I get to the side of the wall. It just is heights in general. But it doesn't, I don't know, sorry, I'm looking at the camera, if or not you can kind of tell. There's a few, it looks like they're kind of, you know, a few little fluffy light ones forming over there. And there's like the mist. And there, so I'm trying to walk around now. And that's something I've been noticing over the weeks, that lots of people have been using their power tools. I don't know if that's because husbands have been nagged to death because they've been home from work and they've got wives saying, "Oh, you should be using this phone, you need some home improvements." And maybe they've just gone out to the shed and just drilled the same bit of wood for the whole day, just to make it sound like they're doing something. You know, you can't bullshit a bullshitter, as they say. But it's been sort of a little bit of an ongoing thing throughout the week. I don't know, like you can see into that house over there. Kid looking in the window. We don't want to necessarily intrude on his thing, but my goodness, what if we'd seen some people making out in the window? That'd have been fun. But anyway, guys, as I said, I'm up on the roof. We're looking at these clouds, and we're going to see if any more form or appear. Let's come and zoom it out a little bit. But do you see what I'm saying? They kind of seem to be coming up from over there, and when they sort of get to that height, there's a whole trail following around. Beautiful skies, the greenery, the blue, all the colours. Do you know what I mean? That's just another reason it's just beautiful scenery. Just sometimes looking at the sky is quite relaxing. We've got the birds chirping. So it's a little bit of Zen-like activity anyway, you know, good for the soul. Maybe you've got sunshine, dark clouds where you are, so a little bit of blue skies in sunshine. Not quite the same as getting it naturally, but maybe it might brighten your day up. So that's it, guys. I've nearly finished my spliff. There it is. Tea on the roof with a 420 break, even though it's nearly 5 o'clock. But as I said, guys, I did want to get up here, try and get us a little bit of a better, more prominent view. I can zoom out even more at some of these clouds. But let me know what you think. Are these clouds looking, you know, are they normal, or do they look as though they're kind of, you know, they're all very, very similar shapes for the most part. You see what I'm saying? Various different sizes, and then sort of they break up like this one is above. I can almost lie down on the roof, look. Oh, that's nice. I feel like a lizard on a hot rock. Wow. I should have thought this before. That's actually quite relaxing indeed. I should have brought my space blanket up and laid out for a little while I was up here. Maybe tanning on the roof with tea, but I can't actually do that because we've got new tenants moving in actually today. So I should really not get too comfortable, because I don't want to be up here when they get in. I've got a spliff here that I've got to try and discard, so I'll just put it in my pocket and leave that up here. Let me try again. I give you a little, I'm kind of edging my way closer to the edge, and you can kind of see. I don't want to do that for too long in case I drop the phone, because this is the only phone I've got at the minute. If I lose that, then TSP TV is over and done with. My phone, my new phone is still on hold in Hong Kong, funny enough. They notified me yesterday. I'm trying to get a refund. I'm trying to make the guy look as though he misled me into buying something I didn't really want, and he lied about the delivery time. But if or not that works out, I don't know. But I can't afford to be damaging this phone. So one little last look before I do shut you off, and I'll probably have to get down. A little bird just flew overhead there. It'd be nice if we could see some wildlife while we're up here, maybe a squirrel or a raccoon come and say hello, because they do scurry around up here. There's a seagull and there's a bird there flying by. cheeping birds. It's a beautiful time of year. I do like sort of at the end of May, early June, almost more than July and August, when we are sort of pretty much guaranteed some warmer days. But the weekend was a little bit chilly. We had some colder than normal sort of days after the little heat wave we had the other day, when it was up in the 80s, 90s, or close to the 90s, in the 30s for if you're north of the border here. Oh my goodness, was that a gunshot we just heard? I don't know. Or firework? Who knows? Maybe it's part of the riots that are breaking out. But look, I don't know if you can tell there seems to be a couple more cropping up, and that big chemtrail thing hasn't moved at all. Alrighty, so as I said, guys, I've got to try and descend off the roof now. I thought that might be easier than getting up, but I've got a little bit of a feeling it isn't gonna be at all. Anyway, this is TSP on the roof. Just enjoyed some 420, and now I've got to try and figure out how to get back off the roof. So we'll probably be going back to the studio, so I'm not going to say goodbye, because we are going to edit these videos together. Anyway, catch you when I am in the studio. So I have one last little panoramic 360 for you guys. As soon as I am up here, who knows if we'll come up here again. The experience has probably traumatized me, I'm not going to lie. And there is, they said they were going to get a little bit of rain tonight, so maybe or not, this is weather modification in full effect. So there you go, guys. Let's look at the sun before we do disappear, shining up there as we do sign off from on top of the roof. Wow, looky look, guys. Same day, still more strange occurrences in the sky. Let me try and get in a shade so I can see what I'm looking at a little bit. Can you see what I'm seeing there, guys? Now that big trail is coming from the same direction pretty much that the clouds have been appearing from all day, and you can see same direction over there to the northwest. A few bubbles of these clouds coming up, and you can kind of see a similar trail, and they get so far. Once again, hello, we can see, here you go, we're kind of trailing off in a similar direction that we've seen. And that was the roof I was just up on top of, and I'm not going to lie, I'm still shaking from that. But in the time since I've come down, this big thing has appeared, and I don't know if you can just see over the horizon there. There's another little streak kind of there that looks like it's being emitted from the ground upwards. Very, very faint. As I said, this is why I kind of almost wish I was still up on the roof. But it was a little bit of a traumatizing experience. And what you can kind of see if you kind of come down this way, not only have you got that streak there, there's kind of, I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking in direct sunlight, so this isn't very good. Let me come up on my stoop. Maybe put, sorry about this. So the cloud there, but kind of behind that cloud, you can kind of see there. See what I'm saying? Another one of these kind of lines. So it is still a very beautiful day. Look at that sunshine and gorgeous sky, and the clouds are very beautiful. And even if it isn't anything untoward going on, but it does seem very strange to me that this is like been almost hour after hour that these little kind of smoke puffs or cloud puffs come, and they're all coming from the same direction. And now, also coming from the same direction, we've got a chemtrail. We did see a couple earlier. What looks to be some sort of trail that is sort of fizzing up, breaking up perhaps there. There's another little tiny puff of cloud. If you kind of look up here as well, there's another leading into this cloud that we're looking at now. If you see behind there trailing off, there's another what looks to be a line. And look at that perfect, almost marshmallow cloud. So can we come a bit further away over here perhaps? And that's a good spot for me. I am in the shade. There's another kind of similar shapes to the ones we saw earlier. And I don't know if we've got a couple that are rising up over there in the distance, but looking up again, there's that line. Mostly blue skies. It almost looks like an aircraft perhaps, I don't know. Some of these do have some odd shapes, so definitely there's a line there.
there's a line there. There's this weather modification, guys, is what I'm getting at. So we're coming this way to see if we can see. There's another line in the distance. There's another one. Actually, it's a longer one. We can actually. I'm glad we come this way. You probably can't see. I'm trying to get a little bit into the shade. I'm trying to see it through the camera. Okay, so there's a chimney. There is kind of between those clouds. There it is. Can you see it? And that goes on and on and on. Right back. I mean, it is very clear. You know, I can kind of make it out. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a line that is going on. Sorry, lost it again. So there's a cloud. I don't know if you can see it, but underneath those clouds there is a long ass chemtrail going on. Let's see if we can come out, zoom out a little bit and catch it. I'm not sure if you can. It's too faint on the camera to see, maybe when you see it on a bigger screen, but there is, as far as the eye can see, going right down underneath. I don't want to get too close to the lady doing her gardening, but I still want to kind of see if you can. No, we've gone a bit too far now. But there's a big ass long line that has been sprayed across there in the sky underneath these little clouds. So I'm actually gonna. Professor Frank moved out a little while ago, but he left his bike behind. So what I might do is jump on the bike and go down the lakeshore, where we're going to get a very clear view of the sky, because this is going on all day. And unfortunately, actually, let me go and try something. I don't think the new neighbours have moved in yet. I do realise I've got to be careful. Maybe see people might start tracking me down through these videos, but let's put it at the wall for a second. I want to see if we can come out of the backyard, get up on the balcony. Alright, that's a better view. I don't know if you can kind of see. Where am I looking? That cloud underneath, there is a faint line. So that was the roof I was just up on top of. And there's nobody in the apartment as of yet, but you can kind of see there's a line that's been literally just sprayed, and it's sort of, there you go, there's the sunshine. So let's come back downstairs. Let's put the camera against the wall because there are some families sat out in their backyard. I don't want to disturb their privacy. But some interesting skies in and around Toronto today. Very interesting skies indeed. So as I said, you don't really want to invade anyone's privacy, but there's a little bit of a shared driveway. There they are there. Beautiful, beautiful day. You can hear I've got flip-flops on now. So maybe that's what we're going to do. There's my sunglasses. Look, that's my little tanning booth. I kind of come in, put that out there, and it gets the gets to the parts that you can't reach. You know what I mean? Sometimes tanning is a little bit difficult. But anyway, that's where I've been perched out for most of the afternoon. My little tanning booth. And I'm going to put my glasses on. That's better. Now I can kind of look up at the sunlight a little bit more. But we can maybe come down. Oh, look, that's a nice little bit of shade. That was the ladder. Look how long it is. I had to get up. That was it. It's kind of like the Death Star trench. Red 5 going in. Stay on target. Sorry about that. Fanboying. Pretending I was in the Death Star trench. I had some clumping. So yeah, look guys, that's turned into a nice long line now. Is that you, Roger?
Yes.
Roger, the strange cloud phenomenon. You've been here today. It's been a little bit peculiar, hasn't it? I'm recording, by the way, in case you're wondering. You're my real life person on the street interview right now. Good stuff, but that's what I'm saying. Since I come off the roof, there's been a big long line disappeared in the direction of where those weird clouds were coming from. That's what I'm saying. You're not necessarily a tinfoil hat type like me, but you must admit that the crowds have been a little bit odd today. Let's see if you can catch the geese. We are pretending I'm in my X-wing. Maybe, yeah. Honking geese. No. Thought we might have got a geese fly over. That'd have been interesting. Never mind, you know, that's the trouble when working with kids in wildlife. Unpredictable. Even acts of nature can be a little bit unpredictable, unless, of course, you do have the ability to manipulate the weather to your own pleasing, a little bit like when Monty Burns in The Simpsons blocked out the sun, so the inhabitants of Springfield would spend more money on power. There looks like there's a square now. Look over there. It's getting weirder as we speak. I don't know, I can't see the camera screen, but I'm hoping you can kind of look what we're looking at right in front of me now. And there's another one of those little kind of bubbles, but it's kind of like, I don't know if you can see, like a fan out of lines there in the middle. Interesting stuff, interesting. Howdy there. Some beautiful clouds. It is a picture perfect beautiful day. So it is a little bit nice in the shade, although I do like feeling the sun on my skin. That's what I'm kind of trying to get at. Can you kind of see? There's like lines fanning out. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, Roger's been doing some odd jobs in the apartment upstairs where we're just up on the balcony. But can you see what I'm saying, guys? It's like it's fanning out, and sort of some clouds are coming off in this direction, and some were going off in that direction. And there's a little seagull. There's an aircraft for a minute then. But that was interesting that we did get to see. I mean, I don't know how clear it's going to be until I watch this back where you get to see it, but I could certainly see the lines forming up there. You know, maybe coming up on the porch. Sometimes I have a little sit there and smoke. As I said, I've got to be careful because I really don't want people finding out my location, turning up on my doorstep. A little wind chime there. We'll look down the neighbourhood. Summertime is in bloom, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, as I said, day. And some much needed warmth and vitamin D after a colder than normal weekend, the end of May. Here will be a bank holiday weekend back in England. Long weekend, holiday weekend. But we are seeing some particularly interesting cloud formations in and around Toronto. Look, there's my that's how kind of windy it is, and the wind is actually blowing from that direction where these clouds are coming from. But I don't know if or not. Like I said, I'm going to see if maybe I'll jump on a bike, but that does seem a little bit energetic now I come to think of it, and I have already been up the ladder today. Let's calm down a little bit on the daredevil white knuckle, although riding a bike, though in Toronto it could be, you know, there's some reckless drivers around, street cars and shit to contend with, as well as maybe Karens who get angry that you're not social distancing and staying the fuck inside, and kind of have a difficulty understanding what you don't understand about that. But as I said, we did experience a little bit of a Karen at the BLM protest, but you can kind of see that, guys. Look, it's like a fan. It is like a fan. I don't know if you want hello. In my shades, looking at the beautiful, beautiful sunshine. A little bit of the garden growing there, and there seems to be another line kind of going that way as well as. Oh, there we go. That's nice. I mean, it's not, but the sun's gone behind that cloud there. Maybe or not, you get a little bit of more of a clear look at what I'm looking at with less of the glare. But there, kind of, can you see? There's a line that goes across, and those are the three prongs. You see them? Interesting. So if or not, we will get ourselves down to the lakeshore. We could almost walk down there if we wanted to. But I thought maybe I could attach the phone to the basket, and that would be quite an interesting little thing to do. Anyway, don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I do have to borrow a bike that I haven't got permission to borrow, but it's not like I'm stealing it and selling it for crack. I just want to use it and bring it back to get myself to and from the lakeshore a little bit quicker before the sun comes out, and might be a nice little bit of additional exercise on this beautiful summer day before I edit this all together. And I have got another video I've got planned that I want to make as well, but sometimes stories do unfold before your eyes, guys. I'm not saying this is a bizarre story, but I've been talking a lot about Project Bluebeam, and part of that Project Bluebeam is something I mentioned is, are they manipulating the weather? Are they giving us cloud cover so we can't see what they're doing? And as I said, it is a much beautiful day today. It's perfect summer conditions, and supposedly tonight we're getting rain, and we're kind of seeing all this sort of strange cloud being pumped out from the northwest and the southwest direction here in Toronto. So see you later. Yo, what's up everybody? I'm on the thrift bike. Yeah, this is new. I said I was going to take the bike out down to the lakeshore for the sunset, and here I am. So, sorry if it is a little bit wobbly. I got you situated on my basket. Am I on the right side of the road? I don't know. I very rarely use transportation other than it's interesting. What's she doing now? She's here to bank for the health workers. I just get a little bit confused. As I said, I grew up on the other side of the pond, where we drive on the other side of the street. But my old former housemate, Frank, he left. He moved out a little while ago, and he left his bike behind. He's coming back to get it, so don't get too used to this. I'm already out of breath. I ain't even got 10 feet away from the house, really. Maybe a bit further, but it is uphill. It's a little bit of a gradient, so we're just coming up. St. Joseph's Hospital is next to us. Is this a one-way street? I don't know. Possibly. Oh no, there's a car going out at the end, so maybe we're good. So yeah, I'm not very used to being on the roads on this side of the pond in any form of transportation, be it bicycle or there's the hospital there, look. And just getting a bit of concern that the camera's getting wobbly. So there we are, going past the hospital. I know I cut the bumps on the road, guys, so please excuse me if that's going to fall off for sure. But there we go. They've got a new site to tighten up my clasp, so I don't know if you can see ahead. Let's try and move that up a little bit so you can see the sky. There's Lake Ontario, that's where we're headed. And that's nice, so I'm going downhill now. But I thought also the bicycle ride might be smoother, but I'm almost immediately realising it isn't. It's wobbling about like a mofo, and that's probably because we have got a little bit of bumps and stuff on the road. So we want to kinda, if we don't get hit by the street car, go this way. As I said, there are a few bubbles on the road. I thought this might be a nice little idea. Oh, there we go, there's some great ones. I kind of feel like Elliot now, trying to get E.T. to the mothership. There was me humming a little bit of the E.T. soundtrack. Well, let's not risk copyright strikes. Anyway, so here we go, guys. You may have recognised this corner. We've been here before on a walkabout, but now on a bike ride, the thrift bike. So we're heading down to the lakeshore. That's where we're going. You know what? There are pedestrians here. Let's start walking. Maybe it might be a little bit smoother. So there's another purpose behind this. It might act as a little bit of a dolly using the bicycle. as you can possibly see, a few folks out and ask as well. Outside the Mackie D's, there's a streetcar. Maybe we'll jump on that one day and go to the end of the line. In fact, we probably will. That's a great video waiting to happen in the spirit of Costanza. That's a video. That is the 501, the Queen Street streetcar. So we're going to head across the road and cross the bridge. So there's some very nice views to look at. Just as soon as we get the all clear. So look, the other thing we can kind of do is turn the handlebars and get a bit of a panoramic. Oh, yikes. There we go, we've got the green man. Excuse the bumps, we are going over the tracks. You know, we are the wrong side of the tracks now, boys and girls. We are kind of getting towards Parkdale, although it's not as sketchy as it once was. You can look, see, you can kind of use the bike to let people know what's going on. They've got 17 more minutes, they're not allowed to go home. Someone's let me go. Thank you very much, sir. Or madam, I can't see, it's a bit of a glare. I should have worn my sunglasses actually, I'm already beginning to regret it. So you can see quite a lot of folks around and about tonight. And look like some young hoodlums. People sat down, enjoying the view, looking over Lake Ontario. And why not, guys? It is beautiful. Look, you can see the sun. So hopefully we're going to come down here and watch the sunset. Ouch! Just hit my shin on the pedal. Forgot what that felt like as a kid. That was a frequent daily occurrence as a little bit of a manic BMXer, possibly fueled very much by the movie E.T. So we are coming out on a bridge. You can see some folks are walking. Let me try and quickly unclip you, and there you can see we have Look, there's stuff in my basket. I've got stuff to make a ration review. I'm thinking of maybe when I'm down here we can have a lunch by the lake, although it's not really lunchtime. But this is a little bit of a view that I wanted to bring for you as the sun is beginning to fall. And we're also going to see if there's any sort of like we can get a clearer view of any of the weird clouds we've been seeing for the day. But it's very clear right now, very clear indeed. So kind of, as you can see there, look. That's how I've rigged up my camera on the front of this bike. And you can kind of see the bike maybe, not so much. What's up ladies, good? And they were happy. So yeah, that's what we're sort of heading down towards, the lake shore. So try and clip you back into place and continue to the walk. God, it's very busy. Remember, we're supposed to be on lockdown, but this beautiful weather's got everyone heading out towards the lake shore. We are getting a couple of funny looks, I guess, from some of the people watching my what I'm doing. But anyway, I've got too much right to be out here and walk around as they do. A pair of incorrectly laced Adidas there we just walked by. Shame of some people, the audacity, how dare they? A couple of kids on scooters. But this is where we're trying to come down to, the lake shore, where we should get a little bit of shade from the sunshine, and also some nice lake shore views. See bikes everywhere, people out and about. That's my street out over there. So there we go, some ding 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 of the bicycle bells. Let me try and zoom around. So as you can see, folks, there are lots of people out and about. We're going to go this way. Actually, I'm just going to turn the camera around like this a little bit more. Here. There we are, guys, right down on the lake shore.
That's reasonable though. I'll pay $20 for a show. $20 is not helping my friend.
It's a beautiful scenery. If I can come turn around there, may not be able to see a little bit of sand there, guys. The beaches are trying. Some ducks, some dogs, people walking around, someone up on the Coast Guard. This is actually a pretty wicked idea now I've got down here. So sorry, it is wobbly, it is shaky. I ain't gonna lie. Kid with a super soaker type deal thing there. Kids hang out in the summertime. So we're going to try and find a little bit of a secluded spot. I do got a spliff tree roll. Sorry. You know what? Let's start walking. So I don't hit myself with a pedal, but you can see lots of people are out filming the beautiful views. That's what I'm saying, trying to find myself a nice little secluded spot perhaps, just out of the sight of everybody, not even dunk our feet in the water. Dinosaur over there. I think I found my little spot, ladies and gentlemen. Just here, look. A little bit of shade. Got a tree, got a rock we can sit on, and we're very close to the water. So that's exactly what we're going to do. How can we get down there? This is going to be bumpy, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I thought that was steps. Alright, off-roading with the fifth brake. Let me just okay, so kind of set you up here, look. I don't know if you can see. We are down on the lake shore. And, I don't know how cold it's going to be. Not too cold at all. So that's alright. Sorry, there's a couple of leaves blowing in the way. I'm trying to find a good vantage point to set up the camera, and I kind of stuck this on a tree, but I don't think it's going to work. But you can kind of see over there, and look, we got the lake to look at. We got a little crevice. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty cool spot for young kids. They come down here. But let me show you. There is the thrift bike right there. That's what I come down here on. Got a nice white wall tire on the front, and I did put some additional water. I even brought my cup. As I said, I do got a ration in here. If not, we go down that route. This is a nice little spot to have a ration. So we might have a sunset ration review. But what I wanted to do was sort of find a rock that I could sit on and maybe dabble my feet in the water and record at the same time. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good idea or not. Maybe over there would have been better. That's a good spot. But I don't want somebody to run off with my bike. Although I'm pretty good, I think. This is a pretty nice spot. I'm going to try and sit down there. The sound of the lake tipping on the ocean, this is what I'm saying. I can see my bike there as well. So that's what we're trying to do. Going, I bet some of you are watching. I hope he falls in the water. I hope he falls in the water. So this is what I was gonna. This is actually perfect. And maybe no, it ain't, because there's all those trees over there. You can see what I'm trying to do, though, guys. What I wanted to do is kind of dunk my feet into the natural water. Connect with nature, but that's fucking cold. Oh god, yeah, after almost immediately that was freezing cold. So I'm going to probably try and get up out of this. Lucky enough there's a branch I can pull myself up on. It is, as I said, ouch, I'm embracing the little kid in me. How are you doing, sir? Good? So let's come and sit back over here on this rock, perhaps. That might be a better place to sit. I can sit on here. Oh, that was parky. Sitting on a rock. There we go. Get a good view. I stuck the camera on my knee while I have my spliff. And so hopefully in a little while we might be able to catch the sun setting. And just over there there's a little duck. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes you've got to connect with nature. And we're only about less than 15 minutes from my house, maybe 20 minutes tops. And you can hardly sort of see or hear the city. There's some geese and stuff flying around overhead. We've got a beautiful view over there. That's Etobicoke for you guys. So I thought, as we do strive to bring you some different content, why don't we try something new? So I don't know, as I said, when Frankie's going to come and pick up his bicycle. I just looked now, it's 17 minutes, so it's taken us less than 20 minutes to get from my front door down to this nice relaxing pool of water. We've got some nice ducks and birds, lots of people out and about walking, enjoying the sunshine. You can hear them quacking in the background. Maybe over there would have been a little better, but I kind of, still do feel a little bit self-conscious out and about in public doing these videos. Let's kind of move you up a little bit so you get some sky. I forgot to try and get the downtown Toronto skyline, but you can hear the birds there. Seagull just flew past, chirping away. And this is very relaxing in its sense, and hopefully some of you watching will enjoy the serenity of this moment. As we said, look, there we go. Is the smart city ever growing over there in Etobicoke. That's kind of like a beachfront living. Don't think I've got the energy to bike ride all the way down there, but we might try and get some buses or streetcars perhaps. There's a very interesting sort of like beachfront community over there. And once upon a time, Etobicoke wasn't actually part of Toronto. It was a separate city, but as the sort of expansion of Toronto grew, it absorbed all the sort of suburban cities. And they became part of what is now known as the GTA, not Grand Theft Auto, the Greater Toronto Area. So, as I said, guys, I just did want to come down here. Actually, there's a bench around the corner. Girl just left. That's even better. I did want to kind of have that little boy camping kind of feel, but you can see there is a bench, so that's where we're going to kind of try and head. But I'm going to put you on pause. So I'm not sure if or not this is a better view. But I do got a bench to sit on rather than a rock. But you can kind of see, have a little, again I bet some of you are wishing, oh, I hope he slips, I hope he slips. There's a better view of the skyline. Oh look, there's a dog over there, I don't know if you can see that. Dog out for a swim, bless him. See, everybody enjoys a little bit of sunshine and warmth. You can kind of see the sun in the background there, it is beginning to set. That is, you can see there, that's the Humber Bridge. There is the expanding skyline of, this is zoomed in as far as I can go, guys, sorry, but that is the smart city of Etobicoke. So there is this, I'll zoom out again. There's a thrift bike for now. Those were the dinosaurs I was talking about. See? A couple of dinosaurs, and that's part of the playground. Kids kind of usually go and play around on those. See a couples sat out enjoying a drink, and it's beautiful, you know, it is very romantic. Down here on this lake shore, if you ever wanted to kind of go that route, have a date night during the summer. No, I'm trying to get around the corner and see if you can see the skyline of Toronto. But I did want to bring you down here because it is very, very picturesque, very, very serene. And once I finish this, we might start our journey again. I'm going to have to reattach you to the handlebars, I think. Before we do that, so you probably will be put on pause before we come to the next part of this exploration down by the lake shore. So got to keep a watchful eye on my bike, maybe know when one's off it. But I wanted to come down here, look. And you can see there's some steps there. Algae, look how clear that water is, guys. So this is Lake Ontario. The other side of the lake is New York State. You can't see it, but sort of behind Etobicoke in a very, very far distance would be Hamilton. I think that's where Scuba Dracula comes from each and every weekend for the protests. And you can see there's a little bit more of a boardwalk down there. So that's where the way we are going to be heading. Can you see? Cranes, more development. But the sun is beginning to set. So that was the intention, sunset bike ride, and finish off the day. We were cloud watching, but doesn't seem to be the strange. Although that being said, I don't know if that's a little bit weird or if we're just clutching at straws now. It is beautiful down here, and quite glad that I come this way. It'd almost be the sort of video that I'd be happy to let my mum watch. I don't think we've got any. Although I am smoking weed, that'll probably anger her, so if you do watch, I'm sorry, but it is Canada, I'm not breaking the law here, and believe it or not, it is a little bit of a medicine for me and stops me doing things that I probably shouldn't be. Anyway, I do like my marijuana, smoke, one of my little humble comforts, I guess. But it is almost over. If I go under that bridge, I'm pretty much back at my street, but we're going to go down this way a little bit further. Maybe come back through Hyde Park, because as I said, with a bike it is a little bit easier and quicker and swifter than walking. And it is also exercise. A lot of bugs down by the lake here. So once I've had my last puff, I might have a little swig of water, relocate the camera on the front of the baskets. Let's have a look a bit more. And as I said, I did sort of have a little bit of a plan to maybe crack it. I brought a Latvian ration with me. Not sure if I'm brave enough to do that in public, although no, shouldn't really let these things worry me. But anyway, let me put you on pause. But while we do, let's get one last little look of the modern skyline of Etobicoke through the leaves. Okay, so we're back on the road, guys. I've actually repositioned the camera. I don't know sure if it's going to be smooth or not. We're actually going by the swimming pool. It would probably, let me stop, you can have a little look through the railings. But through the fence there is a swimming pool that would normally be open at this time of year and probably have a lot of people in it, especially on a day like this. But no, social distancing, you can't go swimming. Hello. I thought they were waving, they were swatting flies. Oh, so that's what's good when you get downhill. Make sure we don't run anybody over. This is probably going to be a little bit bumpy for you guys. So what, I'm going out there doing some work out with the log. So this is going to be difficult to negotiate, I think. That's going to loosen it. Keep looking straight away, so there's a total ahead. As I said guys, I think this is a bit wobbly for your viewing pleasure. Try and keep the handlebars as straight as I can as well. Music being played in the background. It's very nice to see people out enjoying themselves, not cooped up inside. And notice guys, there's like more people without masks than there are with masks. I don't know if you're noticing that. People out jogging, talking out, there's a chap with a mask right now. People sat around under a tree chatting, they've got their bikes too. A lot of bikes out this evening. Slick. Good job, T. Like I said, it's been quite some time since I've been on a bike. It's a nice little bit of exercise also. I'm getting my vitamin D as the sun sets. So, getting the heart pumping, blood flowing. Pretty songbirds there in the background. So there's another bridge a little bit further over. We might try and cross and start heading back home perhaps. As I said, I did bring all my ration stuff just in case I wanted to stop outside and eat al fresco. And I still might, I don't know. Although we might put it in a separate video to this one, if I do that. So it does seem to be that my camera is getting a little bit loose. A lot of focus down here, look. I'm going to come off this part and come over here because I think this is a designated cycle track. Nothing's coming. It is a designated cycle track, so at least we don't want to hit any pedestrians. And I must admit, it is a little bit smoother. There's another nice little strip of beach over here we might go and look at. There's something that may be of interest. This monument, actually, that's nice. Look at that beautiful scenery coming through the sun coming through that. Not sure what that's all about. It might be something to do with Polish or Russian or Czechoslovakian. This is a little bit of an Eastern European part of town. So a few more bikers coming along before we get back on the road. Nice pretty gas lamp there. And I don't know if you can see this. There's something else of interest. That sign. Don't know if you can read that. Do your part to stay apart. And 2 meters social distancing. 3 ducks. There'll be 3 ducks apart.
Yep. You have 2?
Dang. It's turned into Spaghetti Junction here. Spaghetti Junction is a very busy intersection in and around London. Going in and out of it, people from England will know exactly what I mean, maybe not so much you all that live in North America, but oh my god, it's never ending. Look at all of them, everyone out. Alright, finally, we can get back on track. See, every time we stop, people come, are we creating our own destiny? I don't know, let's not get too deep and meaningful in this. So there's a whole bunch of birds down here on the beach. Maybe we should have, oh fuck, I'm going to cross over to go and look at the birds. And we will. Actually, there's a little kind of pathway we can do that and go down. You can see all the birds and seagulls. There's a swan, a couple of girls feeding. Alright, quick red come behind me. And let's walk. So we're a little bit closer to the Etobicoke skyline.
What I do is
this is kind of what I wanted to show you. Look, the birds over here. Yeah, so we've got some seagulls, a couple of ducks, swan, guy looking like he's meditating over there. So this would have been a nice little spot. Actually, you know what guys, I think I found my place. Well, let's try and get there without being on the stand, because it's going to be a little bit of effort pushing the bike. Because we also want to try and catch a little bit of the sunset, which I don't know if you can see, is over there. There's the tops of the skyscrapers, but can you see there's a log? I'm trying to get to the log. Oh, I just saw a little small creature run across. This is where the bike's getting particularly wobbly. We are going over sand. But if you can see over there, there's a nice log. Can't see. That's our destination there, like folks. So bear with me, we're almost there. And if I was going to eat a ration anywhere, that would be a good spot to eat it. Got some great views. Got a little log to sit on. Looks like someone's already tried to burn the log. But there you go. You know what, guys? I'm going to pop it on pause. Okay, so kind of dumped the bike down there by the log. That's where we're heading. Got a nice little tree there. Unfortunately, we've come too far. The sun is setting behind those buildings. But it's beautiful. Some driftwood, peaceful things. But this is what I wanted to show you and why we come down this far. If we can do this, look at that. Sorry about the shake. So there is the tower, some of downtown. Get any closer to there? No, that's as close as we can get to the tower. Sorry, I dropped the camera nearly. I'm trying to keep it as still as I can. That's why, and then we kind of can look around the lake. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see, the moon's out. We've got the trees, and we've got Etobicoke skyline. Let's zoom out. Sorry, this is very shaky, I know. But there you go. And just over there, behind those buildings, the sun is setting. So, but look at that, the moon. Very, very clear. And as we said, we come down over there, guys. The Toronto skyline. There we go. We've got a couple of little friends come to say hello, ducks, quack, quack, quack. And I know my mum would love this video because she loves ducks. And so maybe I'll let her. Don't be mad about the weed, mum, if you do watch this. Said not breaking any laws, but yeah, it'd be quite nice if I had one of my trusty sidekicks with me now. This would be almost romantic. Got the moon, the birds, some people are playing music. So, you know what? That does look, I mean, come on, tell me guys, doesn't that look like a good place to be setting up for a little bit of a ration review? We can use the log to set up our stove. And maybe, I don't know, where would the best views be? Would that be the best view? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to stop the video now and figure my shit out. I've actually thought of something else that I might do. So anyway, stay with it. We will finish up later on this bike ride with T.
So there you go, guys. That was it. As you said, it was a very beautiful day, and you saw some beautiful sunshine and some blue skies. And whether or not this was some evidence of weather modification, weather manipulation or not, who knows? That's kind of a little bit why I put it up. But certainly, in my opinion, it did seem to be a little bit of a strange cloud phenomenon, and hence we've rebooted the Strange Skies 2020 playlist. I'm pretty sure we might see another couple of anomalies before the summer's out, even if it's some thunderstorms or something like that. Who knows? But Project Bluebeam is something I have been following along with, and something I have suggested that maybe, you know, the weather manipulation in the clouds and the bad weather is kind of covering what they're doing in the sky, so we can't see what is going on. Nonetheless, guys, I had a very, very fun-filled, cathartic day, if that's the right word. I'm not sure, but it was a little bit zen. I got my sun, got my vitamin D, went down to the lake shore, had a paddle in the lake, fed some geese, fed some ducks, even at an MRE down on the beach, which is a video that I'm going to work on as soon as I finished editing this one. It is a little bit short and sweet. Did try and go live from the lake shore this evening around sunset, try to share that with some of the Thrift fam. We did have a little bit of footage time, but unfortunately the mobile data signal down on the lake shore wasn't as strong as it could be. Certainly in the downtown core it's a little bit stronger, and we lost that stream, which was a little bit of a shame, because I was enjoying myself immensely down there this evening on the lake shore. I might have to do that again. Tea by the lake seemed like a playlist waiting to happen. Anyway, guys, let me know if you have any thoughts and comments and opinions about what you saw in the sky above, or if you thought it was just a really nice relaxing summertime video that relaxed you and put you to sleep for bed. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It is a shit video production. It is TSP TV. See you in the next one, and until then, keep it thrifty.